spare him.
He'd probably appreciate it.
3, 2, 1.
Hello. We're live.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Fantastic. I'm doing very well, Casey.
How you doing?
I love that. I'm doing great, bro. I mean, I definitely could be better. You watched the Bruins last night? That was brutal.
Eat my ass.
That was absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll save it till Joey comes in, but that was tough.
Yeah.
Not for Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Go Isles, baby.
You know what, Dave? I got something to say.
Yeah.
It should have been basketball. The New York team should have gone to the second round of basketball. You should have let us have this.
I mean, I wish it.
You should have let us have this
He would
series.
much rather that happen.
I would have much rather the Knicks do better
why
than
could the
Islanders.
Knicks have just made it to the
But,
second round and not the Islanders?
I'll take what I can get.
Look at
man.
this peel job. I got all the I's, I got all the O's, I got all the numbers. It's a beautiful peel job.
Beautiful job, Johnny.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got episode 203.
Let's get
On
into
that
it.
That's a wrap. Oh, shit, not a wrap.
Not a
That's-
wrap.
that-
That's
that's
a
Action.
Thank you guys for watching.
Did you just fade us out?
Thank you guys for watching.
That's
Poor
the end of
choice
the
of words. It's okay. Shit
Check us
happens.
out on YouTube. We got snack time coming
Cool.
out tonight.
That's a wrap.
Mugshot tomorrow. Still fading us out.
I'm not done yet.
I'm just moving it a little bit
All
closer.
right, you want to hit us with the intro?
Absolutely, why not? Make sure you guys like and subscribe, turn those notifications on. Last night we had a new Office Games episode come out. We played, what was the game again?
Cam
Jam. I can never pronounce the game. I never can pronounce
Jam.
it. Cam Jam.
It's a tongue twister.
Cam
Wham,
Jam.
wham, bam, bam.
Tonight
Bam,
we will
bam,
have a
thank
new
you, man.
episode of Snack Time come out. Tomorrow the mugshots will come out at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out the IG page, the TikTok page, and every other page we got working on here. So there's so many of them I can't even get to all.
There's
of
a
them.
lot of pages.
So many
Just check out anything that says
like a
Lumber
book.
Lend on it. That's it.
It's like a book.
Yeah, it's like
It's like,
chapters.
it's like we're writing a book over
Chapters.
here. So many.
So yeah,
Staring
on with
at
the show.
blank
Let's
page
go.
before
Alrighty.
you Open up dirty
Cool.
window.
For some reason, I'd like to.
There's something in the distance. Something almost distant. There's your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin.
That was beautiful.
All right,
We
now
lost all
it's
the viewers. Oh, weird. 0 viewers today.
What?
All right, so we got the Bruins recap here first, but we don't have
wait
our
for
Bruins
Joey,
guy.
Wait for Joey to
Yeah,
come
let's
in.
stick it to
Wait
him.
for Joey.
So we don't
If
have
he's
our Bruins
coming in
guy,
today.
so
Yeah, there's a good chance.
Yeah,
you might not.
He's in his car
He's gonna have
crying
4
right
packs
now.
of cigarettes in his mouth.
Walks in with the cigarette in his mouth. Morning, guys.
Everybody hurts.
So we'll wait for
Beat
Joey
down.
on that one. But
So
the next
is
one we got
pajamas.
here is the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James is changing his jersey from number 23 to number 6.
All right, cross that off the list of days of not talking to LeBron
Dude,
James back to
it's
zero.
like I don't get me wrong. Like I don't have an issue with him. There's nothing wrong with him changing a number, but like because of Space Jam.
Is that the real reason?
Yes,
Yeah.
because of the movie Space
Something.
Jam.
I guess something
happens in the movie with him wearing number 6.
Spoiler.
Where
he
they have-
spoiled
It's
it.
definitely in his contract
Yeah.
then.
Well,
It's definitely in his contract then or something. Maybe
must
he has
be.
to change
Maybe.
it.
I don't know.
crazy.
No
Well,
idea.
he was planning on changing it after 2019.
So 2 years
Really?
ago,
Yeah.
he was going to change it to 6 because he wanted to give Anthony Davis 23. And then Nike said, who makes the NBA jerseys, was like, you can't do that because we just made an entire, you just made all
like
these
a
jerseys
billion 23
for
jerseys.
Davis and LeBron. So it's like, we can't just, go have all those jerseys go to waste and just make new ones. So they're like, wait a year, then you can do it, whatever. A year went by, nothing happened. Now, Space Jam is coming out next month, and he's changing his jersey. And this time, Davis isn't even switching his number.
Yeah.
He's keeping number 3.
Number 6 on the Heat.
It's all about himself.
It's all about himself.
What does that have to do with Davis not changing his number?
Because he was number 23.
Yeah, on the
in
Falcons.
league. So he wanted to give Davis 23 because that was his old number.
You guys-
He's like, I want you to have that number. And then they said, you
Oh,
can't
he's
do
so
it.
caring.
Yeah, I mean, he's just,
He's
a,
so
he's just
caring.
a great guy, But, yeah. Cool. I mean,
Fuck that
he was
guy.
at his best when he was number 6 in Miami, but that was also 10 years ago. So, like,
Yeah, did you hear the whole? Yeah, and that's the thing. When he was down in Miami, he was talking about, oh, I don't want to disrespect Michael Jordan. Okay, so you want to disrespect Bill Russell? Like,
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck is that?
And also just
That's
like
not
immediately
common.
after that, it's like, never mind. I'm just going to wear 23 anyway.
and Dave was saying it too upstairs. He was like, people are saying, oh, y'all ain't ready for number 6 Braun to come back.
Like it's a different guy.
It's the same fucking dude. The name James is still in the back of the jersey, and not for nothing. Like I said 2 minutes ago, he's 10 years older than he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
wait,
like
Trying to
were
relive
you
his
saying when he
glory
went to
days.
Miami, you said 6, he didn't want to disrespect Jordan? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, remember he came out. He was
So
like,
the reason why 23 is retired by the
Yeah,
Heat.
I was gonna say.
So number 23 is retired by the Heat for Michael Jordan.
just like the
Yeah.
Mavs retired 24 for Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So he couldn't technically, but regardless.
do you guys know about the
24
Space Jam curse?
No.
No, what's that?
Every person in the new Space Jam movie either hurt or got booted in the playoffs really early.
Really?
no, they got
Damian
put in the
Lillard,
playoffs pretty early.
Klay Thompson,
Guess who led the way?
LeBron, AD.
Are you telling me Bugs Bunny is going to tear his ACL?
Oh, we're not starting the bunny conversation
Oh
again.
God, no.
No.
Wait,
no.
John,
talking
so
about
what's
bugs.
this curse?
That every player who's in Space Jam, because it's like Damian Lillard's in it, Klay Thompson's in it, Anthony Davis is in it, LeBron's in it, and then you got a couple NBA players, Diana Taurasi of the Taurasi, and I don't know. I know this one. She played for UConn.
Where is it?
Brittany, what's
No.
her name?
Oh,
Is Candace Parker not in it?
Nika
I don't think so.
Ogumeki.
Yeah, I know she's
Nneka.
great. I just never know how to pronounce her name. She's like struggling this year. So yeah, it's a curse. It's
Still, he should have had Isaiah Thomas come in be the
Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, it would have been perfect.
I saw they released a new trailer for it
I
yesterday.
didn't watch
Oh, there
It
he
looks
is.
terrible.
I didn't watch
Everybody.
The walk of shame.
You were in a Golden Knights.
it. The white shirt, Joe.
I'm not winning this time.
I don't want you to take this in a bad way, but you smell like the Bruins last last.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hungover? What is going on?
Are you still
You smell and look like the Bruins lost.
Dude, I'm good.
behind you?
I just got a big puff of cigarettes.
Go Knights, go.
It's not on.
Let's let the man put his
What
mic
did
on
we say?
first,
What
all
did
right?
we say before he came here?
Hey Joey, don't worry. We
Have 4 packs
saved
of cigarettes.
NHL talk for you to get here.
Oh, Bruins
Yeah, we
talk
skipped
is
over.
I was
buddy.
thinking, God, I hope I get to talk about this. What I'm thinking about.
Throw up the
Oh,
graphic.
this is the one time you didn't want to talk about
And
it?
here's Joey's NHL talk.
Come on! Come on!
What are we doing here?
Tombstonebuilder.com can go fuck itself.
You're in warning.
Man.
That was brutal.
I feel
Yeah.
like it doesn't usually say "rip to the" when on rip to Dave.
Rip to the Dante Toro.
Fuck,
Fuck, man.
And those empty netters were just slap in the face at the end.
Empanada. Oh, the
empanadas.
empanadas, dude.
What was a slap in the face?
Those
The entire game?
empanadas.
No, the empty netters.
Yeah, I don't know. That last one was the worst. That last
yeah,
one was
the-
so-
yeah.
Oh,
to go to
the other, yeah.
I was like getting up to turn the TV off. I was like finishing a beer, about to grab another. I was like, man, like that's really
Another
how
three.
it's gonna end. And the background to all that happening was the Islanders just getting one more, just letting up one more goal. Yeah, that was horrific.
Dude, they gave up.
What? Yeah, what a
gave up.
terrible effort.
Like in an elimination game. Out of all games, that's the one game you decided not to show up.
Here's the big thing. Be it either team communication or lying to the press. Right after the game, Bruce Cassidy, Bruins coach, is interviewed and asked like, "Hey, what's up with Tuukka? Like he looked off," and he was like, "Nah, he's not off, dude. Like he had that injury early in the season, but he's all good, man. He's fine." And then Tuukka gets up immediately after him, and they're like, "How you feeling?" And he's like, "I think I need surgery."
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
was not healthy.
He's like, I wasn't healthy. I shouldn't have played, and I gave up some easy ones, and I definitely need that surgery.
Yeah, he was not healthy.
So it's like, okay, that's cool. So we've just been
Why
lying.
would you put in a goalie that literally is not?
That's a great question.
Shouldn't have been it.
Elimination game.
That's a great.
is why.
Well, no, but he's been
But you
playing
have
the
a
entire
solid backup.
playoffs.
You have 2 solid backups, dude. And Swayman looked good in the third period of Game 5. So play him all Game 6.
I'd rather have a healthy guy than a non-healthy guy.
No, definitely. Do you think? I mean, if you got two good backup options, should you trade Tuukka this offseason?
Well, Tuca's a
How
free
old is
agent.
Tuca?
He is.
Yeah,
How old is Tuca?
probably.
Yeah, he might retire.
30?
So he has said that he doesn't want to play for anybody but the Bruins. So
Good man.
he said if he doesn't get an offer that he's going to retire. My guess is that he gets like maybe a 2-year deal, but he probably isn't the starter through that whole 2 years.
34. He's been around for a while.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is we have a solid backup, but he's not quite ready to go. So there's a bunch of free agents this offseason. This could really be like the end of this era of the Bruins, which is what like really sucks about this. This could be like the final push for this core because David Krejci, Charlie McAvoy, Tuukka Rask, Taylor Hall, like a good like 40% of your team is free agents, which is cool for cap space. Not cool for the fact that like Charlie McAvoy is going to get a real contract, so he's going to take up a big chunk.
You think they're gonna leave? They're all gonna be gone.
Hopefully not all of them. I mean, I
want Taylor.
I
Hall
would
back.
move. I would change my life if they all left.
That's extreme.
Which
I
one?
would change my life.
Which ones do you think are most likely to leave out of those ones that you just mentioned?
Honestly, Casey, I don't even want to fucking think about that, dude. Any of those would really suck.
Yeah. And we just got Taylor Hall too.
Yeah. And there was talk last night on Bruins Twitter saying like, oh, like I don't even think that they try to re-sign him. Which is, I mean, very, very that the Bruins don't even try to re-sign Taylor Hall.
Oh no,
And like
that's ridiculous.
Which would be insane because they finally found that like second line winger. They finally have like a top.
He was one of our
half
best
of their
players the
offense.
second half of the season. Yeah, why
Exactly.
the fuck would you let him go?
Kuznetsov because I hate him and he needs to go away. So you guys
I'd take Kuznetsov.
he sucks. He's ass.
I'd take him.
He's gonna command so much money this year. He's got a coke problem. He's a general just an asshole.
Okay.
Yeah, that whole thing with his wife in Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Russians got to figure it out.
But like he's also like not playing to the way.
Damn Russians.
If you want Kuznetsov, go ahead and take him.
Yeah, no, I actually would not. That was more of a joke. I wouldn't want his off-ice stuff. It's a little ridiculous.
What's going on with that?
His wife made some damning allegations against him, and a lot of other people stepped up and were like, "Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
He does do that stuff."
Jeez.
So
Big
bad man.
He's a shit.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we don't want him.
But the point of
not
getting
good.
Kuznetsov's abusive history is, I want the Bruins to re-sign Taylor Hall, not go after people like Evgeny Kuznetsov.
Yeah.
But there's a good shot that the Bruins don't spend any money. So that was probably the last run for Marchand, for Bergeron,
That's tough.
for the Bruins core. So that's awesome that we re-signed Kevin Miller at the beginning of the year instead of Zdeno Chara. You guys like Kevin Miller's playoff performance?
Never heard of
He
him.
didn't play a game.
Play a game.
He didn't play a game because he was injured again. We signed the guy who hadn't played in 2 years
The Red
because of
Sox?
injuries.
The Red
Kevin
Sox
Millar.
player, Kevin Millar.
Yeah, we signed Kevin Pillar
Yeah.
and Millar
Like Kevin Millar, Kevin
and Mike
Millar.
Lowell.
Mike Lowell on the skates.
Hilarious.
Yeah, just horrible mismanagement, dude. I'll see you in 29 years when we're a cup contender again.
Don't
This was
say
fun.
Ah, we'll talk then.
Don't say that.
We'll talk then.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good. Bye, Joe.
It's gonna be a lot worse than it should be. Because I mean, his numbers are absolutely insane.
But he has nothing to show for
He
it.
technically has a ring.
Technically,
he has a
but
ring
like-
He's the backup that year.
as a backup.
Yeah, Tim,
In 2013.
no, 2011.
2011.
To Tim
Oh.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Tim Thomas.
They won 2011. They made it in 20. They made it to the Stanley Cup.
2013,
right?
Tuukka was in, and he lost the Stanley Cup for the Bruins in 14 seconds, let up 2 goals in 14 seconds. And then in 2019, they were in Game 7.
Oh,
He let up
no,
4
let's
goals.
Let's not talk about that one.
Another tough look for Tuukka. So I mean, like he has so many haters that I think his legacy is gonna be tarnished because like he does not show up in some big moments sometimes. I think that's like fair to say, but I also think he's one of the winningest goalies in Bruins history.
It's just tough when you got nothing to show for it.
It is.
Really is. It is. It's brutal.
But like when you're playing goalie and your defense looks like what last night's defense is, like
Yeah, it's not all.
Like there
him.
were multiple times where they just had fast break goals. And it was just like one-on-one, like, what's Tuca going to do?
I had this moment,
The defense.
this really
was
special
not-
moment, Johnny. Right, well, everybody, but Johnny in particular, just because I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
During the
too.
handshake line, and I'm looking at Jeremy Lauzon, I'm looking at Connor Clifton, I'm looking at Jarrett Tenorti, and I'm like, who the hell are you guys?
These are people.
They're people, but who the hell? You guys are not the Bruins, dude. You guys are the Providence Bruins. Why are you here in this
The Worcester
elimination
Ice
game?
Cats.
You should not be here. Like, where's Chara? Where's Miller? Where's Carlo? Like,
Yeah.
where's the
Where's
team?
Caps?
He's on the Caps.
Yeah.
Free agent there, too.
He is a free agent. It was a one-year deal.
That's brutal, man.
Go Knights, go.
Go. I said upstairs. I was
you
like,
guys
the
are
Knights are
both
the
choosing the Knights
team I'm
for
going
some
I'm
reason.
cheering for now.
I
Golden Knights.
Maybe
that's-
because you're both gambling degenerates. Go Vegas, baby.
Yeah, go Vegas.
I did.
Just kidding.
I
Go Isles.
did pick the Lightning to win it all. If you remember, Joey, I said that.
The Lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the Final Four teams suck. It sucks. Like, Vegas or Colorado, whoever makes it out is going to win.
Yeah,
or,
probably.
or maybe the Lightning. But then you have the Islanders, no offense, Dave, and
Pretty offended
the
already.
Canadiens, dude. Like,
When was the last time a Canadian team made the Stanley Cup?
the last time they won was '96.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
which Canadian?
A Canadian
It's-
team. Any
yeah.
Canadian
The
team.
Canucks?
The
Avalanche?
That's
the
Colorado.
Colorado.
Oh.
Colorado.
Yeah, the
Is it the Canucks?
The one in '96, the Oilers.
Look it up. Hey Nick, we were talking yesterday about getting some more Vlad Jr. mugs.
Got Vlad Jr.
Right
mug?
here.
Ooh.
I think
Vlad
it was.
Jr. right here.
I want to say it
People
was
need
the
to
Oilers.
listen.
People listening.
Let's
That
see,
might be
let's
too-
see, let's
that might
see,
be
let's
too
see,
late for the
let's see,
Oilers.
Let's see. I'm
Focus.
looking it up.
Focus.
Wasn't Calgary, wasn't Ottawa, wasn't
So the
Montreal.
last one was in 1990. and it was the
1990 was the Oilers. So since Wayne Gretzky, since they had Wayne Gretzky
That's
in
actually
Canada,
insanity.
they've not won a Stanley
That's
Cup.
crazy.
Oilers. Yeah, so
Everyone
who was the
just
last
changed.
Canadian team
Like,
to
what is
even
this
make the Stanley Cup? Vancouver in 2011.
Yeah. And something happened with them. I
Still
don't
a
remember.
long time. It's 10 years.
Yeah, and there
Yeah.
are 8 teams in Canada.
I think there's 7.
7.
So it's like a
Still
quarter
like
of the league.
Yeah, like a quarter of the league still.
And it's like Canada, which is like hockey.
Yeah, it's their thing.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a big thing with like free agents and deciding not to go to places that have high income tax because hockey players don't get paid as much as other
Yeah.
sports. That's like something to consider. And I know that what province is Toronto in? Ontario. I know Ontario has like really high income tax, so nobody wants to play in Ontario.
Did saw Tavares.
The what?
Tavares.
Tavares went.
Yeah. How'd that
Yeah.
work for them?
Not well.
Bum, bum,
Not well.
bum,
Hey, the Isles got the best of his career.
Yep.
Joey, I have
Do you
a
any
question.
predictions on what, John?
I just have a question.
What?
He's raising his hand. He has a
Joey, I have a
question.
question. There's a Canadian hockey league, right?
Not like a professional. Not anything on par with the NHL.
All right. Thank you for answering my question. That was. I had like 3
Good
more, and you
question,
answered
good
them all.
question.
I was gonna ask like, as I falsely assumed that there was a Canadian hockey league, and I was gonna ask if there was one. Are they like way better than the NHL? So the NHL is like the top hockey league.
For
Okay,
sure,
got it.
yeah. The
Why is it the
second.
National Hockey League and not the International Hockey League?
It's incorrectly
Excellent
named.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely
And for me,
incorrectly named.
Yeah.
The NFL is the only correctly named one.
Yeah.
The thing is, international does make it sound like a big overstatement considering it's 2 countries.
Yeah.
Even though it is technically international.
Same with the NBA. It's the National Basketball Association.
Yeah, but at least there it's only 1 team that's outside.
And they were playing in Miami this year.
And they weren't
That's
even
true.
international this
They're
year.
in
playing
Dunedin.
Tampa.
They're in Dunedin.
Yeah, the Tampa Raptors.
And like calling it the International Basketball Association
That's just stupid.
with one team outside the country sounds
IBA.
really stupid.
Yeah,
Especially when there are a lot of like good basketball leagues abroad.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there are a lot of good hockey leagues abroad.
Yes, John. The
That's
best
true.
the best hockey league outside the NHL is the KHL in Russia.
Oh, okay.
I remember during the lockout, a lot of players played.
Yeah, there was
KHL.
one incredible year for
My
the
sister's
KHL where they
ex-boyfriend went to play in
had
Russia.
like
In hockey in
the
Russia.
the KHL and NHL players.
You know what they call Adidas in Russia?
I don't.
Triple cheese.
Tripolowski?
Stands for 3 stripes. It's like slang for Adidas
That's
in
sweet.
Russia. Tripolowski.
Because
There's a
of the
song
metric
about
system?
it. It's called Tripolowski.
There's a song about Adidas. It's called Adidas. It's by Korn.
Really?
Is it because of the metric system?
You listen to Corn, Joey?
Yeah, on my.
Doesn't know how I feel
I
about
start
that.
my day.
Doesn't like eating it, but he loves listening to it.
I start my day with my favorite Korn album. Have a good cry on the way to work.
Is that the name of a band?
Yeah.
Korn, yeah.
I
Freak on a Leash, dude.
I can't think of one. I can't name one song, but I've heard of them.
Yeah.
K-O backwards R-N.
They were in an episode of
Yeah, they are Russian.
That's wild. All right, before we go on the next topic, Joey, so do you have any idea of who you think's going to win it all? Or?
Whoever wins it.
I think it's going to be the winner of Vegas, Colorado.
Okay.
And I think they are going to face Tampa in the final. So it's going to be Tampa, Colorado, or Tampa, Vegas. And then who wins that, I'm just excited to watch. I'm not betting anymore for the rest of the playoffs. And I'll tell you why, because I'm out of money.
I am broke.
No more money. I went insane on Game 5. Okay. But yeah, thanks to the Bruins, dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the off season. Next Friday.
So I'm not gambling.
No betting,
I'm not
nothing
betting until next Friday.
If anybody wants to spot me lunch, that'd be sick.
Does anybody want a child? I have them for sale.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
$30. That's all I ask.
There's a big game
on the
sale.
aisles.
I need $30. Put it all on the Islanders.
You guys are ridiculous. Hilarious. All right. What's going on with Kemba Walker here, Dante?
See you later.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
So I guess there's some.
Kiss my ass.
This report came out yesterday that Kemba and the
don't know
Celtics mutually agree to wanting a breakup. Oh no. One, I love the way that they worded it. I love how they're terming
It's
it
not
as a
you, it's
breakup.
me.
It was mutual.
It's very mutual, but I also saw that I guess they're okay. We faded out. We're back. Oh, we're back. We're back. No worries. We're still here. I guess Kemba Walker's cousin, he went on Twitter yesterday and basically said that entire report is bullshit. So, don't really know how much truth there is to it, but we're gonna go out here and act like it is true.
Why are we gonna believe his cousin over like ESPN?
Yeah, like why would we believe a close family member that probably is in his inner circle and not
Yeah, but
this
I mean,
random guy?
if they are trying to trade him, it's not like he has a choice.
No, so I do. So I believe that there is some truth
business.
to this report because they were saying that last offseason, after the bubble, Danny Ainge tried trading Kemba Walker. Not a shocker. Danny Ainge, has traded guys that were hurt to try to make the team better. Couldn't obviously.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's a business. That's how it goes.
All what you want.
Couldn't
is
trade.
business.
Couldn't trade anything. Couldn't get anything back for him. And Kemba Walker was upset that he was getting thrown around.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, but at the same time, we talked about this
they can do
yesterday.
whatever they
It's
want
a
with you.
business,
Sure,
dude.
they can do whatever
Like,
they want with
you're
him,
gonna
but
get
he
upset
can
because
have
your
a-
name is in a trade
Yeah.
talk. Like, grow up. You're 30 years old.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, shut
He
the fuck
moved his-
You're making $35 million a year. Shut
Is
the
he?
fuck up. Yeah, he's fine.
Holy
He's
shit.
Christ, the
I have
aggression.
zero. I have
It's
zero.
true. You're making
And
$35
he's
million
crying
you
about-
haven't made. Why are you complaining because your name got
He's
brought
a
up in
fucking
a trade
baby.
talk? He's
Yeah.
a baby. Yeah.
I can't stand when people get upset because they get.
Like,
asked to
why
get-
is it-
Wait,
why-
wait.
Yeah,
He didn't
see you
say
later.
anything about this.
He
What
said
do you mean?
he was.
The
What did he
report
say
said
about
that he was upset that his name was thrown around in trade talks, and that's what
When-
led to
when
the-
you get
He
signed-
probably wants to stay.
He wants to stay.
Yeah, well,
That's
guess
not-
what?
you're mad at
But guess
You're
what?
mad at him because he wants to stay.
I'd never said
That's what.
said
That's what.
that.
He
No,
didn't want to
I'm
get
mad at
traded.
him
It's all
because
he's
I'm mad
being
at
a
him
baby.
because he's complaining
Yeah.
about his name being brought up in trade talks.
he wants
If
to
you're
stay.
if you're in
It's
the
like
NBA, your name
complaining.
is going to get brought up in trade talks.
If
some
you're
time.
signed
Yeah,
as a
stop
player to be
bitching,
their big
Kemba.
free agent acquisition, like he was,
And guess what? It didn't work. He's been here for 2 years
Okay,
and
here's
nothing
what I'm
good has come
saying.
out of
It's-
it.
You guys
You
got
move
pissed
on.
at
It's a
Kyrie.
business, dude.
Okay,
It's a
you got pissed at
business.
Kyrie because he
Kyrie's a
decided he
bitch.
wanted to leave.
Okay.
Why are you mad that he wants to stay? Because he's bad?
Who wants to stay? He doesn't want to stay. The report
Well,
says he
now he
wants to
does it
leave.
because you guys want him to trade him.
I
The
think
report
that's
says
exactly
he
what
wants to
Trust
leave.
thing. Trust goes both ways with this stuff.
It's a business, guys.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
a
also
business.
People. People are people.
Okay.
Well, I'm not even-
we literally
all
had
I'm
this
saying is-
conversation yesterday
I know we
with AJ.
did.
I mean, I don't know.
That's
like,
not even what I'm saying right now. Like, I'm saying you guys get pissed no matter what they say.
Exactly.
But that's fandom. You love people
That's
that
true.
you love people that you don't even know because
If Kemba Walker was on your team, you'd be wanting him gone too.
Probably.
I wanted
Yeah,
to trade
okay,
Julius
so
this
what's
past
the
year.
I'm not
issue?
gonna yell "fuck you" at Kemba Walker.
I never said fuck you to Kemba Walker.
Fuck you, Kemba.
said it. I killed Kemba Walker. I fucking say it.
I like the
Yeah,
guy.
I'll
I wish
say it.
nothing but the best for him.
I'm
But
in the results
plain-
business, not the heartfelt
Yeah.
business.
bottom line,
We don't do emotion
bottom
over
line,
here.
I'm entitled as a fan to get whatever I
bottom
want.
line. We
Yes.
signed him. It didn't work out. You move on.
Yeah.
You make your team better. You're not there to make.
I have no problem.
Just because the guy's upset, you don't hold him around. You're trying to
Yeah.
make your team better.
If I
think
want
you
to get
should trade
sympathy,
him.
I'll
You
go
should trade
apply
him.
to Hallmark cards.
Or Walgreens. Or Walmart.
I just understand
And
why
fuck you,
you would be
Kyrie,
upset.
too, while we're
you
at
know,
it.
it's a, like if they.
I'm not-
It doesn't seem like they
Way to
asked him.
cross
Hey,
the
we're
All
gonna.
right, so he's gonna be
Thank you.
upset. He's upset that his name's getting brought up in trade talks. He's gonna be upset when he saw his new team still making $35 million
but the
fucking
point
dollars.
is, the point is,
No,
though,
because
if you're a
you know
player,
this guy also
Yeah,
won
cry
like
me a river.
Sportsmanship Award of the Year like 3 times.
Cool. Okay.
I'm just saying, like he's not like a complainer. He's not.
I'm here to win a championship, not a sportsmanship award.
But
I
the
don't
thing
think
is,
that's not what I'm saying at
You
all.
can- as an
You
organization-
should trade him. You absolutely should trade him because he's making a lot more money than he's worth on the court.
Exactly.
I'm saying, why are you shitting on him?
Because we're not here to make Hallmark
not-
cards, all right?
I'm not
But
shitting
what
on
are we
him.
talking about?
Realistic.
So when the Wizards were floating around John
We're not
Wall's
selling
name,
cards.
John Wall has been incredibly loyal to DC.
Well, John Wall's also been in DC
Loyalty
for like
only
almost
goes
his
so
whole
far.
career.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker's in Boston for 2 years.
Why is loyalty?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
He was in Boston for 2 shortened seasons. John Wall was in DC for almost 10
Okay.
years. That's 2 very different
But when you
things.
sign
Yeah.
a guy like that, and you,
Yeah, fuck
you
John
owe, I
Wall.
think you owe him a little bit of respect.
Owe him respect. Again, he was only in Boston for 2
I don't know
years.
what Casey's point is here.
The guy isn't getting.
I think
isn't
Casey wants to be
promised the
upset at
world.
someone.
All you say is, "Hey, we're gonna throw your name around trade talks." You let him know what's happening. You don't let him find out on
Oh,
Twitter.
we're
Who
not
knows
letting
if
him
he
know.
didn't find out or not? Maybe
We're
they
not
did
letting
tell
him
him.
know
He was
shit.
upset about it. We don't know.
You're the guy in the mosh pit swinging his arms. He's trying to hit anyone.
He can get his 35.
Casey's
and
trying
then-
to catch a body.
There is
right
nothing
now.
to back up that statement that you said, Johnny.
It's
Who
not
knows?
like any
Who
other
knows?
statements
Who
you
knows
say.
if Danny Ainge said to him, "Hey, we're mention you in trade talks," and maybe that's what got him upset,
Yeah.
not because he found it out on Twitter.
We don't have
You
his
don't know
te-
that.
Yeah, we don't have his text messages. We don't have
All
any
I'm,
of that.
all I'm saying is that
I don't
like
think
it doesn't. It's not like
There's no
he
animosity.
hasn't earned
I'm just
animosity
saying,
from
you got to
being
do what's best for your team, and it makes the
upset.
most sense.
Yeah.
The word upset is not like
You guys
a
are making it
complaint.
sound like
Yeah.
he's been in Boston for 15 years, has done all this and that for the
I literally
community.
just said you should
I'm
trade
talking
him.
about Johnny here, because he's comparing it to John
No,
Wall.
I'm just saying though. It's there's trust. That
Trust. He was in. He played less than like 100-something games
Yeah.
for Boston.
What was the trust of staying
What
healthy
the
on the
fuck? Who
court?
cares?
That's not his fault. You can't blame someone for getting hurt. Like,
It's a business. It's what do you want to
No,
do?
God, no one said you're
I'm not
hurt.
saying.
Oh no, your knee. Oh, you hurt your
Kill
knee.
him! Kill him!
Just because the
I'm
guy,
not
Boston
saying-
fans, we love you
You
when we
don't
love you. We hate you when we hate you.
the guy
That's the
hurt
real
his
truth.
knee. You don't owe it to him to hold on to him
Kemba
because he
did
I'm
hurt
not
his knee.
saying that you shouldn't trade him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he might be upset because the communication might not be there. These are people. You are dealing with people. These aren't robots.
Kemba, get on the first bus out
He's
of
a-
here, all right?
Yeah.
Nice
Let's take
knowing
him
you.
out back and shoot him.
You know, I'll take him out of town myself.
I'll drive him to Logan. I'll pack his
Move it for
bags.
Kemba.
I'll pack his bags for him. I'll drive him to Logan. I'll do whatever. I'll play my part.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
fine.
I'll do my Boston duties.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do
nice
whatever I
knowing
gotta do. Listen, I like the guy. I loved him in UConn. I thought he was great in
Fuck
Charlotte.
the guy. He's not doing anything on the court.
Come
I'd
to-
rather have a
came to
douchebag than a
Boston.
nice guy. Nice guys don't win your rings.
Came to
Yeah.
Well,
Boston.
you guys had a douchebag and he left too.
Yeah. Came to Boston. It didn't work out. What do you do when something doesn't work out? You fix the problem.
Yeah,
and you
I have
move
no
on.
problem with you trading him. I think you should trade him.
Johnny,
Okay.
we're trading them, all right?
But like, I don't get. Why you guys-
Johnny, you're not
Fuck Kemba
changing my
Walker.
mind. I'm trading him.
No one said. There's only one person here saying fuck Kemba Walker, and that's
Let's
Nick.
address it.
This
Imagine
conversation
if this group had a
lost
say in it.
any
Dude,
like,
like,
sort
imagine.
of like validation like a second into it. Yes.
That's it. He's going to the Bruins.
This is
Joey.
exactly the Bruins.
I was
changing
going to say I'm
sports.
willing to fill in if you need me. I know
For
Danny
Kemba?
Ainge doesn't really work for the Seas anymore. I'm willing to fill in if
I won't
need
be the
be.
coach, but I'll just be the new point guard.
Sure.
All right.
All right, back to the actual topic.
Yeah.
It's good for the Celtics if they can manage to move him.
Yes.
You have basically entered the Dame lottery by saying you have a point guard up for grabs.
We're not getting Dame.
Well, if you trade a fuck ton of assets, you could get him. That's
I
probably
don't
what,
think
if
it's
the
gonna happen.
if the Blazers are getting rid of Dame, they're probably just gonna tank and reset.
How many-
honestly.
Yeah,
how
I
many
agree.
assets we talking
I
about
just,
here?
I think there would
Like
be
years.
teams that have
Years.
better offers. Like I think I said a few weeks ago, I think the Knicks have the best chance of getting him. They have the most they can offer. I think.
Wow.
In my personal opinion.
I'm gonna make.
If I'm the Blazers and if Brad Stevens calls like, hey, we'll give you Kemba Walker, 2 young guys, and a bunch of picks, I don't think I'd want to do that as much as I want to rebuild.
Wow. You gotta let him talk like that, Dave?
What? Yeah, Dave, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, Dave.
I don't know. I mean, that actually doesn't sound like that bad of a package.
But Kemba Walker has just as much value as a bag of chips right now. So, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, I like my
here's
bag
the
of
other
chips.
thing. It's very possible that he goes to another team and then he plays like as well as he was.
And you know
on the
what? And
Hornets.
can I say something? I hope he does because I like him and I hope it works out for him. But it
That's
just
great,
isn't-
but you're not doing it
isn't
here.
a fit in Boston. He's not a third option. He can't play behind 2 guys that are going to be shooting 20 times each a night.
Tom Brady won a ring in fucking Tampa. What's
Kemba
that fucking mean to me?
Kemba Walker is a type of player that
I
he
mean,
needs.
a lot of
he,
Pats fans loved that.
he needs the ball in his hands to be effective. He can't be a third option. He can't play behind 2 other guys. If he goes to a team where he's a top option, number 1 or 2, I think he can do very well. He also needs to stay healthy. I have nothing against the guy. Literally nothing
Yeah,
against
me
him.
neither. Just fuck.
It's just a bad fit. It's a bad fit. It didn't work out, and you move on. That's all it is. That's all you got to do.
You guys are also flying through point guards like it's nobody's business.
Yes.
Hey, we'll see the next one.
Flying
that comes
through
in.
all-star level point guards like it's nobody's business.
Well, here's the thing. So we got Isaiah
One guy's a
Thomas.
sell, the other guy just can't stay on the court.
Isaiah Thomas, it was unfortunate. Look, at the end of the Celtics weren't going to win a championship with Isaiah Thomas as your number 1 guy. That was just
that's
clear.
number
That
one.
was not going to happen. You trade him for Kyrie, you do that trade 100 times out of 100. You don't even think about that. You do that. Kyrie, whatever happened with Kyrie happened with Kyrie. The guy said he wanted to come back, didn't. Wanted to go to Brooklyn, so be it. You get Kemba Walker, he gets hurt. It's only so much you can
I'm
do.
also going to say this real quick. How the IT shit ended with Danny Ainge fucking him over.
So you guys are getting all mad about this whole Kemba thing. It was worse what he did to Isaiah.
Oh, it was certainly worse
You
what
want to
he
talk
did to
about no
Isaiah.
communication?
Exactly.
He
That was
literally called
100%
him.
a business move.
Oh, it was a business
Yeah,
move, but what I'm
it's
to
shitty.
Johnny's
shitty.
to Johnny's defense, what I'm saying is like you're talking about lack of communication. That's the instance you should be talking about with the lack
I mean,
of
I'm
communication.
saying, if he did it then, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again.
Well, this is also a little bit different because Isaiah Thomas literally had his sister die.
Yeah.
Had like a tooth surgery during the playoffs and busted his hip. He had a ton of things going on with him, and then you traded him. That sucked. Kemba Walker, the writing was on the wall for over a year.
Yeah, I mean,
he
should
shouldn't
know.
be surprised that his name's being brought up in trade talk. He knows who he's playing for.
But at this point,
he knows he went to the Celtics. He knows what Danny Ainge
knows.
did in just a few years prior. Why? So he shouldn't be shocked or surprised or upset about it.
Yeah, don't be
I
surprised.
wonder why you
Kemba.
guys are so upset that he also wants to be out too.
I'm not upset about
We're
it.
not
I'm
upset about
happy
it.
that he
You guys
wants
are
out.
upset.
I'm
We're
happy
buying
that
him
he
the
wants
bus
out.
Run the
ticket.
tape back.
I'm happy that he wants
I'm
out.
not mad. You're mad.
I'm upset that it didn't work out because I liked the guy and I thought it was going to work when we signed him. Sure, but I'm not upset he wants to leave. I want him to leave.
Oh, I wish the guy nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
There is no hate on my end.
Confused by these takes.
There is
I'm
no
very
hate.
confused by
Well, all
this.
right. Well, one guy's saying fuck Kemba, the other one isn't. So that
Right here. Fuck Kemba. Right here. Fuck Kemba.
I'm not saying
I
that.
will say, Nick,
Kemba.
I very much respect that you don't. A lot of Pats fans tried to like claim the most recent Brady Super Bowl as their own.
Why?
I like
Yeah, it
that
was
you
ours.
didn't do it.
What are you talking about?
I like,
it was ours.
No.
I like that you stick to the Patriots specifically.
Listen,
Damn fucking
Tom
straight.
Brady won me over $1,000, so I
Patriots
owe
are
him
bigger
that.
than
We got-
Tom or Brady. Okay?
Top of
6. I
Brady.
got this shirt on. 6.
It's 7.
6 in
6
the
in New
Patriots.
England.
6 in New England.
But you're wearing the Tom Brady shirt.
Yeah.
He won 7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
'cause
won
he wants
6
to go
in
to sleep with him, that's why.
what? But he's won 6 in New England. All right, next topic: bird talk.
Bird talk.
Oh, Bird Talk's coming
Long
back.
We got feral peacocks are tearing Los Angeles County apart.
Uh-oh.
The peacocks were introduced into the area by wealthy people and were let loose, and now they roam the
All right,
streets.
I got a new office. Turn out the
Peacocks.
Peacocks.
Yeah, so wealthy people use peacock as kind of like security dogs, where they put them on their lawn.
You're joking.
I have
No,
peacocks.
like
They're super dangerous.
if you go to like
No.
what's
They're
it
at the
called?
Playboy
Playboy
Mansion.
Mansion. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to have a bunch
Yeah,
of
they're
peacocks.
really, they can maul you. Like, they're bad.
Okay, the bunnies.
Oh, not the bunnies again. That's the
No,
bunnies.
it's real, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I knew about
No,
the Playboy Mansion. Dude, they can,
Your mouth shut.
yeah.
you know it's true.
Pretty much
I'm not
all birds.
talking.
I feel like all birds are really fucking dangerous.
they are.
Birds are dangerous.
No,
Birds
they're also
suck.
fake. They're not real.
And well, yeah, they're dangerous
They're
because they're
charging.
robots. That makes sense.
No, just pigeons.
They're
Just pigeons.
Just pigeons.
My bad.
And
my
bald
bad, my
eagles,
bad.
right? Didn't we say that?
And, yeah.
I don't
So
know.
peacocks-
I don't know.
So peacocks, were introduced by these wealthy people. A lot of wealthy people had peacocks. They got
in the
loose.
labs.
So what happened? There was one house that this wealthy guy had. He had like 300 peacocks, and then the state bought the house after the guy
That's a
died in
lot
like
of cocks.
1920.
It's illegal to own
and the
them in
peacocks
some
eventually
states,
got
though.
loose, and now they're just all over LA County, and they're fucking menaces.
Hawks
We
are
can
on
get
the
one.
loose,
Yeah.
baby.
Take them out.
LA
It's like Planet of the Apes. Take them out.
That's fucked. And you have it here that they make like this really peering noise at
Yeah.
dawn, and it sounds like crying babies.
Yeah,
Oh, what is so annoying?
they just scream
Throw a
at
fucking rock
dawn.
at the fucking thing.
That's fucked.
I know. They'll go on
the
people's
fuck up,
roofs
I'm
and
trying
like
to
ruin
sleep.
the shingles on the roof. What? Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
fly?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Holy
believe I can
cow! I did
fly.
not think
fucking
peacocks could
crazy.
fly.
Are we sure that they can fly?
I've seen peacocks fly.
Are you sure?
I don't.
Isn't that a joke in the other guys? It's like, I'm a
that's why
peacock, you gotta
that's
let
why
me
I'm
fly?
suspicious.
I think they can get off the ground.
They can
I don't
get
know
off
if
the
they
ground.
can
They
Like a
actually
chicken
fly.
can fly. Not actually.
Like they
I've
can
seen them on, like, high
hover.
fences before.
Yeah, they
So
can
they can,
hover.
yeah, okay. I
Like
just
a-
mean like,
like a
you're not going to see
hoverboard.
them
Yeah.
like soaring through the air. That's kind of.
Oh my God! It's a peacock.
Yeah, like
Peacocks
It's
don't
a bird,
like
it's a plane,
migrate
it's a peacock.
through the air.
yeah.
This is
All
fucking
right, that's
nuts.
fine.
No, they
Do
can
we
get some
know-
airtime.
Do we know how many peacocks we're dealing with here?
You
many
have the
cocks.
stuff in front of you.
That's all I got.
Oh,
Way too many cocks, Casey.
You're asking us?
Yeah, do
you're
we?
the guy, dude. I don't know. You're the guy with the info.
This is news to me as a former.
Someone just say way too many.
So we
It's
don't
like
know
in
how
the-
many
in the
peop-
hundreds.
Johnny? In the hundreds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about hundreds of
Who just said that?
loose peacocks.
We have way too many cocks. Someone said that.
Was it Joe? Johnny?
Nick loved that one.
Nick?
I didn't say it. I just heard it.
Joey? You said
Not
that-
enough if you ask me.
No, someone said it.
All right.
Like a sprinkler, it's just a.
So we're talking hundreds of peacocks here, and how much do you think a peacock cost?
300 grand.
Not
$4.
Enough to break the ice.
I think that's how much. How much it
I would
weighs.
say like really high number.
So Dave,
I believe it's a
answer.
polar bear.
Costs enough to break the ice. Dude,
Wait, how much does it
I'll
cost?
tell you this.
No, I have an answer to. So peacocks
say anywhere
fly
between
short
150,
distances.
300
They can
grand.
roost.
They get winded.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
They get winded easily.
If I found out that like a peacock could straight up just
Wow.
like fly for like
I'd be
9
terrified.
hours, I would be mad.
I'd be terrified.
I would have been upset.
I got the answer here. Does anyone want to guess first?
Cost?
How much a peacock is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 50K.
Well, who? Oh,
50K, way less.
no, I'm gonna
Way
go.
less.
I'm gonna go.
if it's a
5K.
status symbol, dude.
$500.
5K.
I think it's a couple hundred at most.
$100,000.
I would say 500 to 300
no shot.
grand.
So
Anywhere
we-
between that.
What are you guys? These are birds.
Are you ready?
Yeah, but they're like
Okay.
majestic.
$500.
I'm going 1,500. Final answer.
AJ?
For what? Peacock?
Yeah.
25,000.
All
I'm gonna
right.
guess 20.
It's a
I'm
good
gonna
number.
guess. Wait, I haven't
5,000.
guessed yet. I'm gonna guess each. They cost like 200.
All right. On average, an adult peacock can cost anywhere from $35 to as much as $275.
There we go.
I told you guys.
Yeah.
You guys were way
That's how much
overshooting.
Let's buy a peacock.
Why are the rich buying peacocks?
It gets
Buy a
interesting.
tiger.
We can get
You
peacocks.
could easily break the ice with
AJ
that.
for the content.
It gets interesting though. Birds that
It's
have
an
straight
office
toes,
patent.
birds that have straight toes with no defects are going to be more toward the higher end, while
Well,
birds with a
obviously, yeah.
defect,
That makes sense.
We're getting the special ones.
such
Because they're
as,
like security.
Yeah, it'll be
but
security for us. Put out
Get
front.
an elephant.
so we can get a defective peacock for
It's like
35 to 55.
I wouldn't want a
I
perfect
wouldn't want a
peacock.
peacock.
That's in the budget for
I
some.
want an
Imperfect.
No.
imperfect peacock is a great band name.
Because
What is it?
Imperfect.
I would rather have an ostrich
I'm
over
down.
a peacock.
Imperfect
We have
peacock.
Perfect peacock.
We do have an
Coming out to
ostrich.
Spotify
We
soon.
do have an ostrich already. He's right there.
Yeah.
Why
What
would
kind of music?
Why
you
would
wanna
you
make?
get another
We're
one?
white, so keep
They're
that
worth
in
a
mind.
lot.
It'd have to be like edgy. It'd have to be
Right.
edgy.
That's me.
Gotta remember
It'd have
that.
to be like edge
I got
punk,
$35 in my
fucking-
wallet if we want to
Yeah.
get one.
Yeah, it would have to sound like
Oh,
American,
pop punk? That sounds like a good pop punk.
like
band.
American baseball or the front
Yeah.
Can a
bottoms.
Batman
Imperfect
survive a
peacock.
peacock?
For $35, we'll find out.
Viewers, we want to donate us a peacock.
All right,
Just
if
go to-
we're
Andrew
if-
Castro, you always send us stuff. Send
Sorry.
us a peacock.
When we buy a peacock, what are we gonna name it?
Imperfect peacock.
Colin.
I should we call it Ostrich Junior.
Perfect.
Colin Jr.
Colin Jr.
right.
Is Colin gone?
Colin's in the parking lot with the Peacocks.
Yeah, we make him take it home at night.
You have to feed it, rock it,
They
bathe
have
it.
to be in charge of the peacock.
We'll just stand there.
It's like the take-home pet in middle school.
But it's always Colin.
But it's always
not on a
Colin,
rotating
yeah.
schedule.
It's
All
always
right, next
Colin.
question. How much does an ostrich cost?
Oh, that's probably
That's gonna be more
Enough to
expensive.
break
I'm
the
gonna
20
guess
grand.
2,000.
20
How much are you worth,
5K.
Casey?
We'll start with John over there.
I'm bad at this. An ostrich?
I
Yeah.
can't believe you guys thought an ostrich would be 300,000. All right, peacock would be $300,000.
I mean,
You can go in Miami
never
to steal
know.
one. They're everywhere in
I
Miami.
mean, someone paid how much for a parking spot in Hong Kong? You never know.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
That's
point.
what this whole thing started.
10,000.
15,000.
For an ostrich?
Yeah.
I'll go 5,000.
I'm going
Okay.
2K.
I was also gonna say 5,000. I'll go 6,000.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Dude, the last one,
Price is
the
Right
last one
rules.
threw me all off. I don't think I'm gonna submit a bird guess anymore.
All right, that's cool.
2,500.
2,500. Nick.
I said 20 grand. What's the first one to say?
All right.
12 grand.
All right. An ostrich chick from 30 to 60 days old costs around $525.
Ooh.
And according to ostrichgrowers.com,
Ostrich growers?
appreciating to almost twice that after 90 days, yearlings run about $2,500 per bird, with adult birds running from $7,500 to over $10K.
Oh,
You, you gotta buy them young.
So my guess for an adult ostrich, which is what I was envisioning.
That's
buy
like
'em
less
young,
than a
buy 'em
dog.
as a kid.
Yeah,
That's less than buying a breeding dog. Yeah.
All right, viewers,
why do
whoever
people
wants to
buy-
give us $500, we'll
Stop.
sell you Casey.
Stop buying dogs, guys. Buy
The
ostriches.
dog I want is
I'm at least
2,200.
worth
The dog I
10K.
want.
Come
You're
on.
not even worth 68
Hey,
bucks.
he's an adult. It's on the low end. He's
69 too
75.
rich.
That's fucked up.
68.99.
Ridiculous.
Stop buying dogs, guys. Just buy ostriches.
Hilarious.
We have an ostrich here for sale.
Did you see, speaking of dogs, did you see that Young Thug credited DMX with popularizing people owning dogs?
No.
He was like, think back to like the 80s. People weren't walking around with dogs. He like made
Think
that
about it.
shit
Can you remember
popular.
a dog from 1995? But you can't.
He was really like,
I wasn't
he's like,
alive.
he made that shit cool.
He made
Dogs.
dogs cool. He made dogs.
You know what?
He
I will say
made
this.
doing something with
Where
the
did the
cool.
first
will
dog
say
come
this,
from?
bulldog.
A wolf.
Pit bull.
Yeah,
A wolf?
I mean,
You
Just
think?
a wolf.
Just a
there
wolf?
in a lot of like.
Then how
in
did the
black
other
community,
breeding
there's a lot
dogs
of
come
dog
out?
breeders, actually. It's a very big part.
Like the difference.
We're talking about the entirety of evolution.
Exactly.
Now, so, yeah.
you know who's really into dog
I think it'd
breeding?
be
is
a-
But that's like a, it's like a good thought.
It's
Big
an
boy.
out of the pit conversation, I think.
Big boy
Got it.
breeds French bulldogs.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
adorable.
big French bulldog breeder. Big boy.
Really?
Yeah.
I
He
didn't use
also
two
has a couple
hands.
falcons up there.
Did not use two hands.
Mike Vick is a big
Here's
dog.
a couple rhinos.
I'm getting two.
Because of Atlanta.
Rhinos.
Because of Atlanta.
I didn't
The
watch
Atlanta
the
Falcons.
footage.
He's from Atlanta.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
I didn't think. I thought it was the
That's like
hobby.
Zach Galifianakis' Hangover, where all the numbers are showing up on his head when he's playing blackjack.
This is these are Big Boy's French bulldogs.
Dude,
Why is it
Is like Big Boy from
want one.
Outkast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, why does every dog look like their owner?
What?
How is that possible?
In the movie,
Big Boy-
happens.
I
Big-
Love You Man, Jason Segel calls them Bowsers when a dog
Yes.
looks just like their owner.
Ah.
Marley and Me, saddest movie ever. Never watching it again.
What movie?
I've
Marley
seen
and
it.
Me.
I've seen it once, and
Spoiler
I'll never
alert.
see it again.
Have you seen Benji? That's sad.
Benji.
Benji.
Benji's
Does the
sad.
dog die at the end of that one
I feel
too?
like I've seen it.
No, the dog does not die.
Old
But
Yeller.
the dog gets like abused.
Spoiler.
It's sad.
Oh,
even
I've
sad.
seen that.
It
I
is
saw
sad.
that.
Marley had a great
I
life.
saw that in middle school. I remember.
Wow.
It's depressing.
I'm a writer.
Alrighty. We got a next topic here. Speaking of money, we got a billionaire buys a $44 million LA mansion with insane custom Kobe Bryant court. We got a picture.
We got two photos actually. We got a photo
Whoa.
of the
Damn.
That's the main.
That's a cool court.
It's a Kobe
I feel like the
symbol.
black court would be hot.
Dude, if you're an adult
Make
and
me-
you're
that's gonna be
idolizing
wrong to do something
anybody
like
to
that
this
out back.
extent,
Yeah, it's like a shrine.
Should get in
is
touch with this
weird.
person so we can play it through his there.
Me and Colin are gonna have to do that to the back.
like imagine if Kobe.
house
It'd
looks
be
sick.
it'd be to Kevin Garnett.
KG?
Yeah, he did KG court in the back.
AKG.
Dude, imagine if Kobe was still alive, right? And this guy was like, "Hey, Kobe, come on over and like see this." He would be like, "This is fucking weird." This is way too much.
You think so?
I totally think so. I think that's.
He like doesn't
weird.
tell him
That's not like a
beforehand.
12-year-old kid who got their birthday wish. That's an adult man who put Kobe's signature
Listen, this
10 feet by
an
20.
adult
like it's an
man with
honor.
a lot of money.
Well, he didn't
it's
buy his house. He didn't do it himself.
I feel like
He bought that.
I might have to disagree,
Okay.
Joey.
I think that would be.
I disagree, yeah.
Joey,
I don't know,
I think it's a
dude.
tribute.
I think
It's a nice tribute.
one too.
Why do you need a shrine to a basketball player? You're not a child.
I'm okay. Yeah, where's Jersey,
Kobe Bryant,
man?
Top 10 basketball players of all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just outside top
Just
10.
outside.
IMO.
No, he's in my top
It's
10.
over LeBron for me.
Whoa, that's a
I agree with that.
You know who
hot
would
takes
disagree
all
with you?
around.
Is the statistics.
Just
The numbers.
Kobe didn't play his first 3 years. LeBron did.
Kobe came
So
from
played-
high school.
Yeah.
Kobe came from high school.
Yeah, but he did not play. He came off the bench. He didn't start.
Because he wasn't as good as
Still.
LeBron was.
Yeah.
What? No,
he
no,
wasn't as
no,
good as
that's not the case. Because the coach wouldn't play him.
Because he wasn't as good as LeBron was
wasn't
coming
as
out.
good.
No, he was very good.
He
wasn't
wasn't
as
as good as
good.
LeBron was coming
He
out
was
of college.
very
school.
good.
He wasn't
He
as
wasn't as
good.
good as LeBron.
That's what you're
was.
saying.
He's got 5 rings, right? LeBron's got 4.
Yeah, and he was the second best player on 3 of those rings.
Mic drop.
Kobe.
He had Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq was better than
Okay.
Kobe.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers
I mean,
from
Shaq
those
might have
runs,
been the
though, they're
greatest big man
very
of all time.
similar.
He's top 5.
That's
for
what we're
me.
saying. What if LeBron had Shaq for multiple rings?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he would have won the same amount that Kobe won.
He would have won
Great.
probably more. If LeBron had Shaq for
Instead of Chris Bosh on the
Chris
Heat.
Bosh on the they would have
He's
won all
got
4
Anthony.
rings.
He's got Anthony Davis.
Shaq is the best center of all time. Like, you know,
Much
it's not-
better than Anthony Davis.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
More
yeah.
dominant.
Shaq is the most dominant
Anthony
player
Davis,
to ever play
Anthony
basketball.
Davis is more
outside of
skill-
Wilt.
Anthony Davis is more skilled than Shaq, but Shaq is more dominant.
Shaq is the most dominant player to ever play basketball in the modern era. I'm not including Wilt.
Yeah, that actually played against basketball players.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Not
Wilt
no
was
one's
playing
playing
against.
against
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There was if LeBron had Shaq on his team, it would have been. I mean, he did have Shaq on his team actually.
The heck was that?
They were
Say-
teammates.
You can say that, but you can't say that because he went to the Heat
Yeah,
and they were like,
it was-
"Oh, I'm gonna win 5. We're gonna win 6. We're gonna win 7." And what they win?
But he's
2?
still
won
every
2.
championship team LeBron's played on, he's been the best player on the team. Kobe wasn't for 3 of them.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Okay, so
though.
It's not
what's
a
your
stretch.
point?
If you look
My
at the
stretch- my
stats
point
in those
is-
finals, they're very close. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
they needed each
that's-
other.
yeah.
If you took Kobe off that team, they don't win. If you take Shaq off that team, they don't win. They need each other.
Yeah,
they
but-
need
Okay,
each
if
other.
you take LeBron off any of his
I'm not
teams, they're not
talking
even
about.
going
I'm
to
not
the
talking about
finals.
LeBron. I'm just talking about that.
Well, that's what
we're
Bron
saying.
said. Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying Kobe's better than Jordan or LeBron.
LeBron.
so-
If
I'm
you
just
want to say
defending-
ring, sure.
I'm just defending that finals.
What other thing
I
besides
agree with
one
you.
more ring do you have on Kobe over
Yeah,
Shaq?
exactly.
Stats?
I
There's
think
no stat
better
where
leader.
Better person.
No. Very much no.
I mean, he did have a rape allegation.
There
He
we
had
go.
a
Yeah.
very much
I didn't
did.
want to say it.
I'm fucking saying it.
But he changed his number after.
Yeah,
so,
so it's okay.
yeah.
That was number 8 that did
Listen,
that.
Besides for that.
LeBron James is hokey as hell. He's
Besides
fucking
that.
BBs, all that shit.
I looked up the final stats, and the first article that comes up says Kobe and Shaq need each other. The numbers don't lie.
Also,
I believe
I would
that.
say that Kobe was a better leader at the end of his career. But if you remember Kobe on that Lakers team in the early time, there were so many fights on that team between Kobe and Shaq.
It's amazing that they three-peated with that toxic locker room.
He was very much a part of
I
the
feel
Lakers.
bad talking
Shaq
bad about
always said
Kobe.
that people thought it was toxic,
gives me chills.
but when time came for them
think
to
it-
play, they made it work.
Sure, they made
So
it
like
work.
you can
My
you can
mic's
say
hot.
whatever you
But
want
you-
from the outside.
but talking about
it's
leadership,
bad.
if you're talking
But
about
obviously
leadership-
if they won, something must have worked.
I'm not the most
Because they
sensitive
were
guy in the world.
talented.
Did you see that? You know
I
the
wanna
2018
present
Cavs
stats,
team?
but I also don't want this conversation to
The-
keep going. So
Like
I think I'm
that
gonna
was.
leave these to
What's that?
J.R. Smith team.
J.R.
I
Smith
would never
was
say
their
one bad word
starting.
about that ever.
No, this is after Kyrie left. This is when they played the
yeah,
Warriors. They
okay,
got
yeah,
whooped
but-
in the
Never won
finals,
that
but that was the worst team in the league without LeBron.
The year he leaves 1 year later,
They were
they're
bottom of the league.
Just because LeBron,
He willed that team into the
to a
finals.
finals team. The next year he leaves.
Didn't
they're
the
the worst
Eastern
team in the
Conference
league.
absolutely suck that year, though?
Yeah.
Here's
Like,
something
still-
I'll
East
say
was-
about
they
the
still
two
made
of them.
finals
The
team.
East
Kobe-
was pretty bad for like all of LeBron's reign in the Eastern Conference, except for like a handful of teams. It was ass.
Yeah, and then he went to the West, and everyone went to the East.
Because the
Why do
team,
you think that is?
I'm
Yeah.
not debating it. I'm just saying that's how it was.
Here is a
James.
massive
LeBron
difference
James.
between Kobe and LeBron.
Well, the
Let's
other
hear it.
teams
Kobe
didn't suck because of
infinitely more likable.
Yes. Kobe Bryant is
Obviously, we
Bryant
all
is
just talked
universally
about
more
the
liked
thing.
than LeBron.
Hashtag
We all
Bryant.
just talked about the thing. We know about the
Thing.
That
thing.
was one time.
Oh no!
I didn't say that.
Let's not go down this
What I'm
road.
saying is his personality and his like.
He's a lot more affable than LeBron
Like him being in the
He
commercials.
was a
and-
much more charismatic person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And LeBron is like arguably one of the most hateable athletes
Ever?
out there. Yeah.
And he does that to himself.
He does, but that doesn't mean he's worse than him.
Worse than him.
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying on a likability
There's no
standpoint.
think
statistic
LeBron's
out
one of the
there
most
where
hated
Kobe
athletes
is
out there?
better than LeBron,
I
except
think
for
in
one
the
more ring.
to now, and I think maybe of all time.
What were you saying?
I mean, I can't wait for the
Yeah,
summer.
most
All right,
hated
so
of all
back
time.
to
Up there.
birds.
Definitely up there, top three.
Kobe.
Speaking
Who's
of,
the top three?
oh yeah, what were we on? The Kobe court?
Kyrie,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Bryce Harper.
Oh, were you talking most hated?
Yeah. Oh, didn't they just
Not
come out
Aaron
with that?
Hernandez.
Like,
Yeah, they think they did just
Aaron
like make like a poll for at least the NBA.
He's probably up
the most
there.
hated,
Well,
or
I
like
would say Tom
LeBron
Brady.
was number one. Kyrie was the most hated in New England. Like all of New England was just Kyrie, a little pocket of Kyrie.
That makes sense.
Yeah, obviously.
The NBA do this poll?
No.
No,
I
it was
was gonna
someone
say,
else.
like, imagine your employer coming out with a list of like,
do you
who's the
mean?
most hated employee?
That's it.
Like a comprehensive list of every
yeah,
negative.
Harden was on there.
So it's LeBron everywhere. Westbrook's in Pennsylvania.
Westbrook,
because
KD, I
of
think was a few
Embiid.
places.
KD is California, Nevada, and Ohio, which I guess because he went to the Warriors and did that.
Cavs, yeah.
Kyrie is Colorado, Missouri, Illinois, and then a few other states. Washington, all of New England, Florida, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Then
guys
Harden
hate
is
Kyrie?
Texas,
Carolina.
Alabama, and Georgia. So
You guys think
and then
Tom
Paul
Brady
George
is
for
more
some reason
hated than
Arizona.
LeBron James?
Yes.
Yes.
I actually don't think
Tom
so.
Brady more hated than LeBron.
I
If
think
you look
Yeah.
anywhere outside of New England
I would
or
agree with that.
I think
Tampa,
so.
everyone hates Tom Brady.
I would agree
Tom
with
Brady's
that.
more respected than LeBron James.
Yeah, but I think
I don't know,
he
dude.
could
My
also be
friends
more
vibe.
hated.
I guess this isn't a good measure because my friends are all Giants fans, so they don't really care. But they all love Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, I bet New York fans love Tom Brady.
I mean, the Jets fans hate him
Yeah.
because
Makes
he's
sense.
tortured the
Yeah.
AFC East
But
for
the Giants
10
fans,
years.
Giants fans should
But
should
20
adore
years.
Tom Brady. Honestly,
Yeah, no, Giants fans don't have a reason to
if
hate
I
him.
was a Giants fan, I'd love Tom Brady.
Yeah, they
I
do
really,
love him.
I really would. One of my
They just think they're like, oh my god, he's so cool.
one of my
he's
old
amazing.
roommates in college. He's a
More
Giants
scandals
fan.
than
And he
LeBron.
is like one of the biggest Tom Brady fans. Like he
Yeah.
loves him.
Wait, but just going back to this Kobe court, what Joey was saying, like just the weird amount of like it's like a child's like whatever.
It's like your birthday party with
yeah,
something.
like Kobe themed. It's like an extreme home makeover
just
where it's just like
Oh, Pimp
yeah,
My
he
Ride.
likes trains,
Alright, now
and
you
then they
gotta
make the
say.
whole kid's
It's a
bedroom.
bir-
It's like train tracks and
It's a
rails
birthday
and-
party that never ends.
Yeah.
Now
Pimp My
just watched
car,
the Lakers
Pimp My
game
ride.
once.
There was like some guy who had some like heart issue or whatever, and they put an MRI machine in the back.
Wait, what'd you say?
Fucking
Wait, what'd you just say?
There's like a CAT
Hey,
scan.
you know how much you love getting CAT scans. so major benefit.
Hey, we only know one
Wait,
thing
wait,
about
what
you.
happened?
So we made your car.
So it's just like
that.
whenever they do like the Pimp My Ride or Extreme
Yeah.
Home Makeover, like they ask like what things do you like, and then they just do way too much for that one thing that you
Oh, I
say.
like animals. Now your room is a zoo.
That poor kid.
You own 8 lemurs
this
now.
10-year-old is going to hate
like
his room by the
giraffes?
time he's
Yeah.
13. Like
You like zebras? Well, you got one now.
Also, you ask a child what they like when they're like 9, and then they
yeah,
have
and
to
it's
live
gonna
with the
change
decision.
by the next year.
They have to live with that decision for the rest of their life.
Imagine sticking to any decision you made when you were 9 years old. Like, but yeah, this is what that reminds me
All right, I got
of.
a good
Like, I
question.
like Kobe. We made you a basketball court.
What'd you guys want to be when you were little, when you were younger?
Oh,
The first thing that I wanted to
We
be,
were- yeah.
a weatherman.
When you were
Probably
9, you got to
astronaut.
access 9-year-old you.
9 year old you.
Yeah.
I don't know
honestly
about
couldn't
9.
tell you.
Rapper.
Yep. Rapper, yeah, lowercase.
Yeah. I just wanted to be Eminem.
I wanted
wanna
to be
be
an
Eminem?
architect.
Yeah.
I want to be
Sounds
Lil
very
Jon.
Oh, actually, I'm changing my answer. I wanted to be a wrestler, WWE wrestler. Easily.
Oh,
Easily.
dude, I think you're right.
Easily, dude.
Yeah. I think you're right. That is what you
This
want.
is gonna sound corny, but my real answer is musician and filmmaker. So it's like
That's cool.
I edit videos now and I make music.
My answer is
Here you are.
my answer
You
was,
did it.
I did it. Now I can-
When I was a little
Stuck
kid,
to my guns.
when I was a little kid, I wanted to work at Lumberland. No,
ass.
my answer was actually I wanted
Johnny,
to be an
AJ's
architect
not
when I
even
was
over
little.
here, man.
Oh, sorry.
You need an architect.
I wanted to be an architect when I was little because I love like
that was.
I love like building with like Legos and shit like that.
I was a big Lego kid.
and
for
so
sure.
I love building things. And I was like, oh, architects build.
Yeah.
And so for like a while, I wanted to be an architect, but too much math.
It's awesome. All
I
right.
wanted to be an astronaut.
I've like always, ever
The
since I
ocean?
was like 9, I've always like edited
What do you know
videos
about
and
rolling
stuff.
down the deep?
That's
Like
sick.
I taught myself like in like Windows Movie Maker. I'm like,
Joey, what'd you
I'm like
want?
Windows
I
XP
also
or whatever.
I really wanted to be
Well,
an
I
actress.
Or
movies
John
when I was a
Cena.
kid.
Yeah. So it's
Me and
like
my-
That's
it's
awesome.
funny that I've always like stuck with
Good
like
answer,
this
good
thing.
answer.
You know?
Yeah, that's really cool.
What about you, Nick? What'd you want to be growing up?
Big Nick.
Baseball player? Oh, Big Nick.
Baseball player?
Nick wanted to be Big Nick.
Yeah, that's it.
Little Nick wanted to be
Nick
big.
wanted-
Little Nick wanted to be Big Nick.
One
All
day.
right.
Kendall, what'd you want to be?
I wanted to be an actress because I was really into theater when I was younger. I did a lot of theater.
That's cool.
Actress.
Yeah.
How about you, AJ? What did you want to be growing up?
I want to know Joey's answer as
Without a
well.
doubt.
Joey
Then
was
I got
John
stage
Cena.
fright.
What do you want to be growing up?
What do you want to be when you're growing up?
A teacher.
So noble.
Yeah. Here
What
I am,
happened?
Inspiring me.
Hey, you inspire us.
Skinning some
children every
deer.
day.
Skinning some deer. Yeah, you know how it is.
Sophie, I'm texting you a list right now.
All right, is that everything? With that, Johnny,
That's
time for the MLB update.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso?
Pete Alonso. Did you guys hear about this? Did you see this? Hear about this?
No.
Pete Alonso had a very interesting.
No.
You didn't hear about this?
No.
So,
I heard about it, yeah.
so Pete Alonso had this very interesting theory about
take.
MLB. It certainly is a take. I do not do not agree with it, but it's a take. He says that MLB manipulates the baseballs based off the free agent
Oh,
class.
I did see this. I did see this.
So, but this is what the quote is.
That's
Oh no,
nuts.
that's a fact. Yes, guys have talked about it. But I mean, in 2019 there was a huge class of free agent pitchers, and then there was a quote unquote the juice balls, and then 2020 a strange year with COVID season. But now we're back to playing with the regular season with a ton of shortstop or position players. They're going to be paid a lot of money that's like high caliber players. I mean, yeah, it's no coincidence. I definitely think it's something they're up to.
So
He thinks that they changed the
don't get it.
baseball. So in 2019, there was a big free agent pitcher class. His theory is that in that year, because of that, they juiced the baseball so that pitchers' numbers would be deflated, so that teams don't have to pay as much. This year,
So the
with big-
owners-
what?
So they look worse than last year.
Exactly.
So the
This
owners
year-
are in cahoots with the league to.
I mean, definitely yes on that part. Rob Manfred does not work for the league; he works for the owners. I mean, technically he's employed by the owners, so he views himself as a chairman of the board instead of a commissioner. So he works for the owners. So I don't disagree with that aspect. However, it's much easier for the real answer, which is they're just in cahoots. All teams are just like, yeah, we're not going to pay you. That's much easier than changing the state of the baseball to affect the free agent class. That's what's happening, is that the league teams are just like, oh, we're just not going to pay you. And then the player's like, well, all the teams are saying they're not going to pay me. He's
thinking too hard about
He's
this.
thinking too hard. It's much more simple.
The MLB is up to some shit all the time.
Yes.
Just not this.
I don't think they're changing the baseballs.
Yeah, that's an
to-
absurd.
I mean,
accusation.
apparently it's an accusation a lot of players have. A lot of players have.
That is interesting that like there's this he's not alone in this conspiracy.
I mean, baseball players are
Sports nuts?
kooks.
Sports nuts. Quite
We
literally.
kind of did this.
Yeah, we did talk about the juicing baseballs.
Yeah. What did you conclude?
They
Yes.
juiced
They
the
were juiced.
baseballs.
That Manfred knew about
They
it,
were juiced.
and that he was, I don't think they intentionally at first tried to juice the baseballs, but at some point, like, hey, there's more offense now. I think
Like
the biggest
that.
thing they're going to do is cracking down on pine tar. What that's going to do because Pete Alonso said he doesn't care about pine tar. He cares more about this. This is how it came up. Because someone asked him, "Do you care about pine tar?" He said, "No, I don't care. They're using pine tar." I mean, I think you're going to see it's going to take a few years for the recoil from the pine tar era. But I'm optimistic that you'll see fewer 3 true outcomes with these teams where you're not having players who only hit home runs walk and strike out.
Right.
Have you guys? I don't know if you guys seen Yasmani Grandal's stats this year, but they're absolutely crazy. He's batting 155
Let's go.
with a 400 on base percentage.
Okay.
He's getting.
So is he gonna
How-
walk the shit?
He has 48 walks this
Huh.
year. He leads the leagues in walks.
Why is that possible?
He is the epitome right now of the 3 true outcomes. He has 9 home runs with 18 hits. So half of his hits this year.
What,
have been
9 home runs and 18
9
hits?
home runs with 18 hits.
world?
He has
Holy
44
cow.
strikeouts and 48 walks.
What? That's
Yeah.
Wow.
absurd. What? That doesn't even sound real. That doesn't.
Bless you.
But I just got I'm just the equations flying by.
The Zach Galifianakis
155.
If he's touching a base, there's a 50% chance he's touching them all.
That
he's
sounds
just going all the
like
way.
some Jackie Bradley numbers right there when he was
weird.
This is like not even Jackie. I don't think anyone's done
Not
this.
as bad as Jackie Bradley. Yeah, 155.
Thank
That's
God he's out of town.
How's he been doing this year? Let's look it up.
I don't think he's been doing it.
He's
I think he has a
doing-
few homers, but I don't
Let's
think
find
he's been
out.
doing it.
All right, after that,
Jackie
then we're gonna wrap it up
Bradley has
with
been
question
doing
of the
terribly.
day.
So,
You hate to
but
see
yeah,
Viewer
that's,
questions today.
I have one viewer question I wanted to get to.
All
How
right.
would you, real quick, it's a real quick one. How would you pronounce the graham cracker chocolate marshmallow dessert?
S'more?
S'mores.
S'mores. S'mores.
S'more. S'more.
S'mores?
Why?
S'mores.
Not some people say s'mores.
Idiots.
Give me
Yeah.
some more. Give me
I
some
want to see.
S'mores.
I want to see if I can catch anyone saying some more.
Are we still?
S'more.
Not gonna happen.
S'more.
Are we looking at Jackie's numbers or are we not doing that?
They're not good.
They're not good. Okay.
They're awful.
You don't
That's
want to
okay.
see them.
You wanted
That's all
fucking
right.
him here.
You want me to tell you his numbers?
But I just don't like
He's batting
plays.
159 with a
yeah.
227 on base percentage, slugging
Jackie Bradley.
284.
Yep.
He has
How many home runs do you have?
he has
Sounds
five.
sounds like he needs to get some more home runs.
Oh, he said it. He said it.
What's more hits?
He said it. He said
Yeah,
the word.
he's doing terribly,
Okay.
awful.
Can you put that
Never
one
mind.
in San Francisco one?
But yeah, Yasmani Grandal is kind of wild this year.
Yeah, that's insane.
That
Can't get
is
that off.
quite the stats.
Cool. All right, to wrap it up here,
guys do a
JJ,
question.
you got question of the day.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
Boop, boop, boop,
Move a little
boop.
You
closer.
pulling this out of your ass?
Yeah, because Casey told me like 2 minutes ago.
Casey.
Right.
Pulling out of my ass.
Bring him in a little.
Oh, the wrong button again.
Yeah, that's
All right, if you had to go skydiving,
God,
eyes
no.
open or eyes closed?
Oh my God! I'm gonna watch if I'm
watch.
falling from the sky.
I'm closing. If I'm
I
blowing
have-
them,
I
I'm
mean,
I'm
closing.
closing it.
You wear goggles, right?
I don't know. I never went. Harry, you wear goggles when you go skydiving? Harry says you wear
You wear
goggles.
goggles? Tight.
You definitely.
I'm going eyes closed.
I feel like that would make it more scary. Also.
I don't know
yeah.
what we're gonna
I
do.
don't know if I would jump if I didn't close them.
Isn't the whole point
To see things.
To see everything?
Yeah.
No, I think the whole point is to fall out of the plane. But depending on how much you'd like it or not, you'd either keep your eyes open or you'd keep your eyes closed.
But even if
There'd be more piss in the sky with me than fucking an elephant.
Oh my God! It's raining! It's
Zara.
raining! Oh no! It's just Big Nick kissing in the sky.
If you piss at high enough altitude and the weather's cold enough, it can turn to snow.
What?
It's snowing.
Catch me.
Snowing in July.
So my answer for that would be neither because I'm not skydiving.
You have to. You have to. I would be
I'm-
You gotta pick
We
one.
just pushed you out
Yeah,
of a
you know,
plane.
I think
many
I'm
followers?
gonna stay in bed.
How
That
many followers?
I literally
20,000. 20,000.
Hold up, I'll do that.
I'll do that
If you guys pay for it. Yeah.
I've always said I will
I'll
go
jump out of the plane.
skydiving as long as someone else pays for
I
it.
will never go skydiving.
I saw a
With you or
video.
not, fuck that.
I saw a video this
I am-
week of a
Some people are like, oh, I want to do it before I die. It's a bucket list thing. Fuck that. Get
I
a new
wanted to
bucket
do
list.
it right before I die.
Get in better bucket list.
like immediately before.
No parachute.
You're on your deathbed, just throw me out of the plane. I'll figure out the parachute myself.
Hey, you can throw me
You'll
out
turn
when I'm
into
dead.
dust before you even get to the ground.
What if?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all set.
Wait, Joey, what did you see?
So I saw a video the other day of a guy who went to go base jumping off of a bridge. And, you know, he's standing there with, like, you know, his parachute on and whatever, and he's about to jump. And another guy who's, like, getting ready to jump, like, runs over to him and it's like, no, don't. And stops him and, like, could see from that far away that, like, his harness, like, wasn't on right. And, like, something was, like, wrapped around.
No, I don't want to hear that
Like,
stuff,
and the dude grabbed him and was like, go home, dude. Like, today is not your day to jump. He's like, you're not supposed to jump
But he
today.
got to him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Pretty crazy.
I'm
See,
all-
this
What
is
a-
why
what
I
a
would never
fucking
do
guy.
those things because so many
Listen,
things
I
could
only
go
asked you to
wrong.
Open your eyes or closed.
we ain't talking about dying here.
Probably going open. So even if you jump with your
Can I
eyes
pick
closed, you're not
screaming?
going to open them eventually. You're going eyes closed the whole time.
I'm going eyes closed out of the plane.
But then,
Oh,
like,
the
say, like,
plane.
you're mid-air, you're not going to open them?
I mean, potentially. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
If I'm still
I'm
scared,
probably gonna pass.
I think
Check
it's
in with you
I think it's like a couple
mid-jump.
minutes in the air. I think he might peak just out of curiosity, like out of boredom.
Little feet.
You know?
Where I
I think
am.
he'd be like, keep my eyes closed for a bit.
What
There'd
about
be
when the
piss and
all right,
shit
what
all
about
over the sky.
When the parachute's deployed, you can open your eyes dead. Because you're just floating in that plane.
Don't wear white that day, Nick.
It won't fucking matter.
Don't wear white.
Yellow.
You can wear black and you'll still see it.
Hilarious. All
She'll be
right.
rolling down the pants. Or flying in this case. My burps will send me like 4 fucking
It's
miles
sending you
that
back
way.
up.
Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Nick had a bunch of energy drinks before he jumped. He's just burping in the sky. Oh, that's cool.
I think that's all we got for today's show. Nick, you want to hit us with the outro?
You want to get to that one comment real quick, Johnny, or no?
I did.
No, it was the
s'mores.
s'mores one.
Oh, there's some more.
Oh, smart. Gotcha.
S'mores.
My bad. All right. Thank you for enjoying our show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. And make sure you put in some more comments. It's kind of depressing. There was only one comment in there. But anyway.
There are a lot of comments. Just people like responding to what we say.
All right, questions. Depressing questions. We'll go with that.
Depressing questions?
Depressing
Like,
questions.
depressing, there's no questions. Like, there's no questions.
They're asking
No,
for
no, no.
depressing
No,
questions.
I don't need a depressing question. I got enough of that going on. in
When
my
do you
life.
guys think you're gonna die?
What's your
When
biggest
do you
fear?
think you're? Yeah. Tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. No. All right. Anyway.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You better get it in while you have it. So.
Go skydiving.
Yep. And I don't know where I left off, but yeah, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, and thank you for stopping by today on the show. See you tomorrow. That's a wrap.
That's a